Natsuki's perspective, pink of course. Later that night, I took my phones out of my pocket, reviewing my shopping list. Bread, cheese, sugar. You could have got all this by yourself, Dad, but no, I have to do it. Stuffing the phone back in my pocket, I get on with it. It's almost closing time, so there's no one else in the store. Just me and the owner, who's diligently mopping the aisles. Most kids my age would be asleep right now, feeling safe and sound in their beds. Ugh, stop whining that. Excuse me, miss. What is it? There's a man pacing outside the store. Do you know him? He looks like he's waiting for you. Dad? My blood runs cold. I gape for a solid minute before the owner interjects. Should I call the police? What? What does he look like? The owner looks out the window. Stop staring, damn it, you'll tip him off. Almost 6 foot, average build, dirty blonde hair. A massive burden lifts off my shoulders. It's not him. Alright, thanks for letting me know. He seems to stand there, shifting from one foot to the other. Miss, if you don't know this man, it would be irresponsible to let you walk home alone. The tense feeling returns, sending me on edge. So, what? You want to walk me home? Oh, I can't. I have to watch the store. Thank God. But maybe we can call someone? I have a phone if you'd like to call your parent. No, that's okay. I've got it cell. All right then. You're welcome to stay here until help arrives. Thanks. He only gives me one last nod, heading behind the register. I let out a long sigh as he turns the corner. It's just one creepy guy. Nothing I can deal with. I don't need anybody. I get on my tiptoes, peering over the hot dog grills and the ice machine. Staring right back at me is a shady-looking man. And I'm sure I'm just seeing things, but it's so dark out there, I can't tell if anyone else is with him. Okay, Natsuki. Think. Maybe we can get some pepper spray? It's a small convenience store. Here's been perfume lining the shelves, but it probably just piss him off and make things worse. This isn't good. And it's a long walk home. Just one person. Someone to watch my back or carry my bags. Balancing my shopping basket on one arm, I check my contacts. Dad, God no. Mom? Like she'd even pick up. Sarah never picks up her phone. Monika lives too far away. Yuri. Maybe not. She's even more defenseless than me. So, I've got no one. Why is that the newest entry on the list? It was an unsafe phone number because I hadn't bothered to name its owner. No way in hell I'm asking him for help. But he did beat up that Nick guy the other day. This is a bit bigger than that though. Oh, for God's sake, Natsuki, ask someone for help for once in your life. What do you have to lose? Worst thing Max can say is no. I quietly tap on Max's number, biting my lip as I listen to it ring. It's cold out, my breath steaming up as I exhale. Would have been a good night to stay inside, but there's a reason I'm not there. The past few hours have been a huge blur. I was home, dropped my things off, and just couldn't stay. Too many memories, things to set me off. Like my knife. The knife I should have thrown out a long time ago. A knife that sets me off every damn time I look at it. Calm down. Deep breaths. I can't let my emotions get the better of me right now. If I lose control, I have no idea what will happen. I've never really been in this position before, and that scares me. In the past few hours, only one thought has really crossed my mind. It's Yuri. She's my soulmate. Supposedly. That's probably why I felt so strange around her. It's possible she's felt it too. It would explain her behavior since we met, though that could just be how she normally acts. But if she truly is my soulmate, how do I explain this horrible feeling in the pit of my gut? Is this love? It's because I'm in love with her. It's because of what I saw. I have no idea. I'd like to talk to her about this, but that might not be a good idea right now. Not after the way I walked in on her. Maybe I should just start avoiding her again. My phone rings as I slow to a halt underneath a street lamp. Natsuki? I have a bad feeling about this. She's probably calling to talk about Yuri, and I need to be alone right now. Then again, Natsuki doesn't seem like she'd call just to talk. I should at least give her a chance. If I don't like what she has to say, I can always hang up. Natsuki, look, I'm gonna ask you a favor, and I don't want any sass for it, okay? No promises? Ugh, you're such a jerk! Whatever. How close are you to the convenience store? The one by the old bakery? I wandered far from my house and had to check my surroundings. I'm not usually familiar with the area, but I have a general idea of how to get there. Not far, maybe 5 to 10 minutes out. Why? There's a really creepy guy outside. I think he's waiting for me to leave. How far is he from the store exactly? He's on the other street, just across from the entrance. He's kind of standing in an alleyway right now. Stay in the store, Natsuki. Keep an eye on him if you can, and message me if he does anything weird. The store has cameras and employees, right? Yeah. Just the owner, but... yeah, lots of cameras. Do not leave this store. Even if he goes in, he'll want you to go where no cameras will be seen. I start running down the street, heading for the store's general location. Alright. What do I do if he comes in and tries to talk to me? You can talk to him if you feel up to it. Find out as much as you can and keep him distracted. Or you can avoid him. Either way, I won't be long. Okay. Natsuki hangs up as I continue sprinting towards the shop. I ignored the shop owner's greeting, heading right for the microwavable meals. A harsh whisper shot at me from between the dished aisles. Max! Natsuki. She jogs up to me, visibly distressed. Come on, let's go! Hang on, I just gotta get some food while I'm here. So I wasn't lying when she said I'd need groceries. I need to move my bottles around. Yes, yeah. What about him? He won't come in here. I told you he won't come in here. I told you cameras. Some stupid cameras aren't gonna stop him from getting to me. Sorry. Neither is that skinny store clerk, but the guy hasn't made a move yet. Think about it, Natsuki. If he wanted to kidnap you in the store, he could have done it a long time ago. Long before I got here. Natsuki blanches at the thought, looking sick to her stomach. Okay, fine. So maybe he doesn't want to be caught on film. Or maybe this is all a big understanding. I don't think so. He could still try to follow you home. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I feel bad she's in this situation, but I'm glad she called me. Well, okay. You're gonna scare him off though, right? Eventually. Eventually? There's a few things I'd like to know first. Like what? Like whether he's working alone or in a group. I place a hand on Natsuki's shoulder, softening my voice. I'm sorry. I know this is pretty disturbing for you, but I need you to be strong right now. We don't know anything about this guy, but if he's been watching you for a while, he could know a lot. Give me a second. He could know your address and where you go to school. He might try to get you when I'm not around. So, when we walk out of here, I'm going to try a few things. I promise I won't ever put you in danger, but I need you to trust me. Just for a bit, then I'll leave you alone. Natsuki seems very uncomfortable. Imagine the last person she wants to trust, but I do genuinely want to help her. You always overcomplicate things, don't you? If all you said was, I'll beat him up, Natsuki, I would have felt a whole lot better. If that's all you wanted, you probably should have called someone else. Got everything I needed. Joined by Natsuki's grocery bags, she's already paid for all her stuff. Come on, let's get going. Finally! This better not take long, Max! The ice cream's already getting warm! Over my eyes, striking up a conversation with the store clerk scanning my items. That man out there, have you seen him before tonight? Yeah, old fellow. I see him around sometimes. I'm only here twice a week though, so I've never actually talked to him. Do you know if the other cashiers have? Pauses, mulling it over. Greg said he seemed like a decent guy, always buys the same brand of cigarettes. Apparently, someone with brand loyalty can't be a bad guy. Natsuki seems very apprehensive behind me, so I hurried the purchase along. Alright, thank you. Now remember, Natsuki, try not to look back at him. That's a tall order, you know. I don't want him getting the jump on me. Once we left the store, I managed to get a better look at the guy. With just enough information to describe him to the police, or at the very least, I'd recognize him if he showed his face again. He won't sneak up on you. He's overconfident, following too close. I can keep track of him pretty well from this distance. Looks like I didn't manage to reassure Natsuki very much. Maybe I should try taking her mind off it. So, how was your day? You suck at small talk. But I don't try it very often. No wonder Yuri likes you. Have you spoken with her yet? We texted a little bit. She seemed pretty mad at me. What gave you that idea? Natsuki looks a little annoyed. None of your business. Right. Have you spoken with Yuri yet? None of your business. Oh, shut up! That's not fair! I raise an eyebrow. It's not? Yuri's texts were a lot shorter than usual, and she was acting really dismissive. She said she had more important things to worry about. That's why I think she's still mad at me. Happy now? Why would that make me happy? 'Cause you're an emo or something, I don't know! And you're an absolute delight. Natsuki goes quiet, fuming no less than before. Why are you really here, Max? I'd hope you're walking me home out of goodness of your heart. So what the hell are you trying to get out of this? Good question. Hadn't really thought about it. That's bullshit. Alright then. What do you think I get out of it? How should I know? I can't imagine all the crap that goes on inside your head. You really are intent on pushing me away, huh? Is that what happened with Yuri? Natsuki's cheeks glow a boiling shade of red, and her grocery bags rustle as she balls up her fists. Yeah, so what if it's true? It's not like you care! You're right, I don't. I'm asking you to make me care. And why should I? I shrug my shoulders calmly. I'm not saying you should, I'm giving you the option. If you don't want to talk, then that's your choice. I dropped the conversation, giving Natsuki some time to cool off. The starlit sky really is beautiful tonight. Faint breeze rushes by, and the streets echo with the soft sound of our footsteps. It would have been a peaceful atmosphere if we weren't being followed, but our stalker hasn't made himself a problem just yet. The wind picks up. The closer we get to Natsuki's house, the colder it seems to get. As she mopes beside me, I notice how she hastily rubs her arms. You cold, short stack? I'm fine. I felt colder. So have I. Doesn't make it any more comfortable. What? Get off me your coat like a gentleman? You got a problem with that? A bit cliche, don't you think? You want the coat or not? She shivers, mulling it over. No, I'll be fine. You know, it's okay to get help from other people sometimes. I did ask for help, remember? I asked you to scare that guy for me, and you haven't done it yet. I told you already, yeah, I know you're treating it like some big mystery you're gonna solve. Big whoop. I don't see why you can't just beat him up and let me walk home in peace. I didn't come here to beat him up, Natsuki. I came to make sure you were safe. I'd be safe if you had just pummeled that creep. Is that seriously what you think of me? That just go around fighting anyone I don't like? Yeah, I do. My fists clench. Natsuki's deliberately looking to set me off. Or wait to thank someone for helping you. Well, you're wrong. I hate fighting. Yeah, sure you do. Jeez, don't lie to me, Max. I know you like beating on people who are weaker than you. It makes you feel tough, doesn't it? My blood is really starting to boil. What's she trying to get out of me? And I knew you beat up that Nick kid just to impress Yuri. There was nothing impressive about it. A lot of girls would disagree, and that's exactly what you want. How many girls have you got wrapped around your finger just like Yuri, huh? I glared down at Natsuki. I must look livid from her perspective. That is a very bold claim to make. I don't see you denying it. I shouldn't have to. I don't know why, but you've really made me out like some kind of villain in your head. Well, I'm sorry for whatever I did, but right now I'm just trying to help you. No, you're not. I can see right through you, Max. As soon as I started talking about Yuri, you perked right up and started asking about her. What you really wanted to know was whether she was talking about you. And tomorrow, you'll get to brag about how you saved her weak little friend out of the kindness of your heart. I'm not going to fight with you, Natsuki. Oh, why not? You actually do hate fighting all of a sudden? Or is it because you're gonna look bad this time? That's not it. Then what is it, Max? Why do you hate fighting so much, huh? Because it turns me into my fucking father! I hate fighting because it's one of the only damn things he ever taught me. He never taught me how to count, or how to spell, or how to talk to people. I had to figure that shit out on my own, because he'd only ever teach me how to fight, and how to hate the world he brought me into. Natsuki's footsteps slow, almost stopping. Max, Shut up, I don't want to hear it. I continue walking, knowing Natsuki and focusing entirely on the man following us. Since we started yelling, he's gotten a bit more cautious. I have to really focus in order to keep track of him now. Occasionally I can hear his muted footsteps and the shuffle of his clothes. He's pausing behind corners, watching us as we walk. When we leave his line of sight, he shambles to a new spot. He's made no move to close the gap. As far as I can tell, he's keeping a steady distance from us. Either he's wary of me, or he'd only planned to go as far as following Natsuki home. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sure you are. No, really. I am sorry. Yuri got really upset at me for taking things too far earlier. I didn't want to upset her. And I'm sorry for upsetting you. It's fine. Those things you said about your dad. You don't really like him, do you? That's one way of putting it. But he's still your dad. I mean, dads are supposed to love you and take care of you. Well, unfortunately, Natsuki, not all of us had the gift of a great childhood and loving parents. Some of us had to live every day in fear, not knowing what love is, not knowing if everything was gonna be alright. When I was younger, I'd watch other kids turn into their parents' arms. When I was younger, I'd watch other kids run into their parents' arms, smiling and carefree, excited to go back to their cozy home. The only thing I ever had was a hellhole with a demon inside, raising me into a dysfunctional maniac. I don't think you're a maniac, Max. Well, haven't you done a complete 180? She stammers, biting back a harsh comeback. I think you're right. I was making you a villain in my head. Just ever since you came along, you and I have been fighting almost every day. I guess I was blaming you for it, and how she's been acting. It's hard to tell if she's trembling from the cold or from her emotions. She just really means a lot to me, you know. I don't want our friendship to end like this. Ugh, what have I done? This is all my fault. You know, Yuri said the exact same thing. Natsuki almost laughs. Of course she did, that girl. She's always blaming herself. Doesn't even cross her mind that other people could be mistreating her. Yeah. Well, that's how she used to be. She really stood up for herself today. You should have seen it. I would have been proud if she didn't scare the shit out of me. Good for her. Yeah. As Natsuki falls silent, I take this chance to double check our stalker's location. He's moved a little closer. About 60 feet. Huh? I lean my head back to gesture behind us. That guy following us? About 60 feet behind. Is he getting closer? A bit. Still keeping a greater distance than he needs to. Do what you need to, okay? We're almost home. How much further? After that left bend, we'll be on my straight. Is there another way? There's a bend on the right, but it takes another 5 minutes to always go left. Always. Natsuki's nerves are starting to get the better of her now that her mind is fully focused on our pursuer. Yeah. I grab onto her arm, pulling her onto the right bend. Max, what are you doing? It's okay, just trust me. Max, I don't... Shut it for a second. I relax my grip on No, oh my god, Natsuki's arm! Walking as naturally as I can. All my attention is focused on listening behind us. 3, 2, 1. Right on cue. The man steps out of his hiding place. Now, does he notice where we've gone? Funny. He didn't need to do that before. I lower my head down to whisper to Natsuki. He's followed you before. He's panicking because he was expecting you to go left. Natsuki instinctively turns to look behind us, but I block her view. Don't look. I'm trying not to... Okay, Natsuki must freeze at the sound we just heard. Shit. This is worse than I thought. What's going on? There was a two-way radio. Yeah, I know what a fucking walkie-talkie is. Why did it make you so jumpy? I look Natsuki in the eye, making sure she understands the full weight of what I'm about to say. This is the first time he's needed to use it. You said you always take the left path, right? Natsuki's eyes widen as everything starts to click in her head. Oh shit. Yeah. He's reporting that you've deviated from the usual route, which means that this definitely isn't the first time he's followed you home, and he's definitely not working alone. Natsuki visibly trembles, and this time I know it's not just from the cold. What do we do? We get you home now. It's not ideal, but I don't think he'd hurt you there. Do you live with anyone? Just my dad. Crap. If he's anything like my father, then getting her home is definitely not ideal. Natsuki seems to notice my apprehension. It's okay, I'll be safe with him. If you say so. Alright then, let's go back and take the left path. But he'll be right there! He'll hide when he sees us coming. You can pretend you forgot something if it makes you feel better. That's not funny! It wasn't meant to be. Turn around, acting like we made a wrong turn. Natsuki's not as convincing, but she at least plays along. We act out a conversation as the man dives into a small alley. I make sure to walk on the side he is on, leading Natsuki back down the path to her house. Then we go completely silent. This has been a stressful night for her. I have to be ready if the man attacks us. We're only a few steps away from his hiding place. I brace myself, aiming my body to cover Natsuki. We pass the alley. Nothing happens. Natsuki sighs in relief as we turn onto her street. Which one's your house? It's the one in the corner, just on the end. We both continue in silence, not saying a word. I don't hear his footsteps behind us anymore. Natsuki practically runs up to her door, knocking hastily. I stand guard behind her, keeping an eye on the streets. Before long, the door opens by whom I can only assume is her dad. Natsuki! Thank God, I was getting worried. Dad, please don't make me go out like this. Please don't make me go out like that again. Of course, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Once I ensure the streets are empty, I turn to address the two of them. Your daughter has a stalker. It looks like this wasn't the first time he followed her home either. Her dad tenses as if he hadn't noticed me before now. Who's this? Dad, calm down. He's just a friend. I walked your daughter home because she was scared. This only seems to make the man more skeptical. Well, aren't you a gentleman? Far from it. The man doesn't break eye contact, rising to his full height to come out an inch or two taller than me. Dad, please be nice. I asked him to come get me, okay? That's all right, Natsuki. You go inside. I'd like to give your friend a proper thank you. Dad! I turn away from the glowering man to offer Natsuki a half smile. It's all right, Natsuki. Don't worry about me. You just stay safe. All right. Are you gonna be at Monika's party tomorrow? We'll see. Natsuki nods, heading inside as I once again stand down the man in front of me. So, they've got kids on their payroll now. I raise an eyebrow. You think I'm one of her stalkers? Don't play dumb with me. There's only two reasons why you'd walk her home. Either you're with them or you're trying to get lucky with her. Jesus, has this family never heard of an act of kindness? You know, you and your daughter are very alike. You'd do some extreme things to keep her safe, am I right? The hell are you talking about? Nothing much. I just have experience with overprotective fathers who keep tabs on the child's every move. You really think I'd have people stalk my own daughter? What kind of sicko would do something like that? Oh, I can think of one. That doesn't matter. Your daughter thought her life was in danger, and I'm inclined to believe her. Being under constant watch doesn't exactly make her feel safe. So either you do something about it, or I will. The man just stands there trying to stare me down. Eventually gives up, sighing heavily. You're not with them, are you? Whether you're trying to give my daughter or not, I just want to keep her safe. Then tell me what you can. I can't protect her 24/7, but I can at least keep an eye on her at school. I can do a much better job if I know what to look out for. He glances away, mulling something over. I wouldn't worry so much, kid. They're following her for months, and now she's... for months now, and she's been fine. Months? Your daughter's been followed for months and you haven't done anything? Not a whole lot I can do here, is there? If they have me arrested, Natsuki's gonna be on her own. Wait. Natsuki's being followed by the police? Geez, boy detective, you hadn't already figured it out? What other group do you know that still uses radios to talk? Well, he knows his stuff. I'll give him that. Point is, they're looking out for her, so stop worrying so much. I think she'd feel a lot better if she knew who they were and why they were watching her. His anger resurfaces, an ugly expression flushing his face. Natsuki doesn't need to know anything. It's none of her business, and frankly, it's none of yours either. He quickly distances himself from me, storming back into his house. Just stay the hell away from my daughter! Yeah, not gonna happen. I take a couple steps off their porch, then turn to head home. I scan the streets along the way, checking for any sign of that stalker. Even if he is a cop, I should have a few words with him. Then I need to get home, get some rest. Today's been a very eventful day. Oh, it's like a continuation of his, dream. Nightmare. I need to put this up again. Give me a second. But I don't want to interrupt any of the music, even if it's like this type of music. I actually really like this type of music. Yeah, I really like this music. But I really like this. Sorry. I'm just listening to the music right now. I'm sorry. I completely forgot reading because I just went to listen to the music. I need to look up the OST for this mod later. Bursting through the door, I desperately scan the classroom. I catch a glimpse of purple hair ducking behind the desk to hide from the commotion. Yuri? Yuri-san looks up, relief beginning to appear on her distressed face. Oh god, Max! Oh god! She wobbles onto her feet and hurries over to wrap her arms around me. I've never been so happy to see anyone! She seems really shaken. I carefully rub her back, trying to comfort her. It's okay. You're not alone anymore. I'm here now. She presses her chest into me, slowly raising her head up to look at me. I know. Her voice has taken on a quiet, almost sultry tone. Yuri, are you feeling alright? She urges me with an odd smile, her distress completely melting away. Yuri, slowly a single finger raises up to my lips. Just relax. You came to save me, your darling princess. You deserve a reward. Running her hand down my chest, Yuri's head begins to raise. Her lips parted. The hell do you think you're doing? You, soon enough. The fuck? Yuri, what's wrong? Yuri presses her fingers against my lips. Shh. I grab her arm to push her away, but stop short when I notice something horrible. Dozens of tiny cuts line the skin of her wrists. The very sight makes me feel sick to my stomach. Shit. Yuri follows my locked gaze, confusion marring her face. Oh, these. Do you like them? I made them just for you. Why the hell would you do that? Yuri seems taken aback. I wanted to be more like you. Yeah, well, don't! I hate it! Yuri stands there in silence for a minute before slowly rolling her sleeve down. You hate it. 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 This is all wrong. There's something seriously wrong with Yuri. As I take a step towards her, she suddenly snaps her head in my direction. I will not be denied. With almost blinding speed, Yuri draws a knife from her coat, pointing it straight at my face. Are you afraid, Max? I am. But not just for me. Are you going to run away? Just like everyone else? I calmly raise my hands, trying to push the knife gently aside. Yuri, no! Yuri slams my back to the wall with surprising strength, her knife lowered to my throat. I'm sick of this, Max. Sick of letting everyone else walk all over me. So sick of being alone. I thought we were the same. I thought you would understand. You, of all people. As she monologues, a thought in my head suddenly clicks into place. The way she's moving and speaking. This isn't like Yuri at all. This isn't... Oh, I understand. I seize her wrist, glaring at her with fiery eyes. What are you doing? She's strong, but I managed to twist her arm, gradually forcing the tip of the knife to face her chest. You're not the real Yuri. This is just another dream. Only my fucked up brain could come up with something this sick. Yuri suddenly drops the knife, staring at me with wide eyes. Then she starts to laugh. The sound is blood-curdling, piercing through my senses like a knife. For the first time in my life, I found myself completely numb, unable to react. God, I love you, Max! Yuri takes a swaying step forward, tangling arms around my frozen body. And to think I was worried you wouldn't be able to handle me. Normally, Yuri's touch feels warm and comforting. Not this time. Having her arms wrapped around me now, it feels like scorching metal being pressed against my skin. Shut up. Yuri pouts with mock concern, toying with me. Oh, poor baby. You're still thinking about the Yuri that's all weak and pathetic, aren't you? Is that what you're into? Helpless, broken women? I can pretend if that's what you really want. Oh, Max! Please come save me, Max! I'm oh so sad, Max! I want to push her off. I want to keep her at bay using the knife she just dropped. But I can't bring myself to lift a finger against her. Anytime I even think about hurting her, my brain seems to shut down. Because she looks like Yuri. It's like I'm fighting against my own body. It's not her! Get over it, Max! You know why I had to get rid of her, don't you? She wasn't worthy of you, my love. So forget all all about that feeble little girl. I was grating like a horrible impression of Yuri's gentle, silky tone. I said, shut up. That feeble little girl was worth 100 of me. Wait, don't tell me. You don't actually love her, do you? Yuri snuggles into my shoulder with a pensive murmur. Finally letting go of me, causing me to release a breath I forgot I was holding. I quickly back away from her, raising my arms defensively. This could be a problem. She's filled your head with more lies than I thought. What the hell are you talking about? She snatches the knife off the ground, twirling it in her hand. That little brat Sophie. Yuri, what did you do? Oh, so I am Yuri now, huh? Shut up! What the hell did you do? She was poisoning your mind, sweetheart. I saved you. You killed her. You're always so dramatic. Yuri slowly closes the distance between us. I only did it because I love you. Shut up! You murdered that poor girl! You a freak! She stops dead in her tracks, looking horrified. You don't mean that. I mean every word. I hate you! No. You really don't mean that. She stops right in front of me. Again, I couldn't move. With a single painted look from her, I was frozen in place. It's like she has complete control over me. She takes my hand, closing my limp fingers around the knife's handle. If you really think I'm so awful. Yuri positions the metal edge against the soft skin of her stomach, then tosses her head, flicking her hair out of her face. Then here's your chance to get rid of the freak you hate so much. My hand is trembling. Every muscle in my body is straining and fighting against me. I can't. Yuri tenderly places an arm around the crook of my neck, gazing into my eyes. I'm glad. It means you still love me deep down, despite what that witch tried to do. I tried desperately to move anything, trying to force myself to get justice for the little girl, but nothing works. So this is really what you want? To get rid of me? It's okay, beloved. She plants a hand over mine, taking hold of the knife. I'll help you realize how you truly feel. Without even wincing, she drives the knife into her own stomach. The blade rips through her uniform with ease. Blood begins spraying from the wound. Yuri, I'll always save you no matter what. I try to resist, but my damn body refuses to move. Stop it! Yuri, stop it! She pauses only to touch my cheek, smiling. It's okay. Shut up! None of this is okay. Yuri... I sit bolt upright in bed, breathing in heavy, shuddering breaths. What the hell? Calm down, steady your breath. My heart rate starts to slow after a few minutes, and I quickly check myself over. My forehead is burning hot, sweat is glistening down my face. My stomach feels empty, like I haven't eaten in days. I glance over at the clock. 1:37 in the afternoon. Crap, how long was I asleep? School's practically over by now. I shouldn't go to school in this condition anyway. I feel sick. At least I have enough time to get ready for Monika's party. My eyes lazily drift around my room, landing on the large boxes stuffed tightly into my closet. My old training gear. Given everything that's happened these past few days, and that dream, keeping my skills sharp may not be a bad idea. I force myself out of bed, stretching out my tense and tired muscles. Might help keep my mind off things too. My heart rate steadily slows and my palms slowly relax, thick with sweat. That's 3 times now. At least I made it to the bathroom this time. Besides, this one wasn't so bad. Just a bit of stress. The other panic attacks were far worse. Still, they're becoming more frequent. I've never handled parties well, but it's never been this bad. I should be reacting to this sheer number of people. 30 drunk teenagers are a lot to handle in a single house. Or more likely, it's one specific person. Max. I haven't seen him since yesterday. I haven't been able to explain myself. I'm too scared to text him, and going to his house seems a little extreme. I don't get it. I could apologize to the girls just fine, but the very thought of Max makes my chest ache. I slump against the wall, feeling totally defeated. What would I even say to him? What could I say? Oh, hi, Max! Surprise, I'm a cutter! Sorry for potentially traumatizing you. Anyway, are you ready to read the next chapter? Yeah, I'm sure that will go well. Maybe I'm worrying over nothing. I'm sure Max has seen things worse than self-harm. He may even offer to help me. And I mean, I wouldn't turn him over down. He's been nothing but kind. He'd understand me. Right? He's the only person who can make me feel even better than cutting can. I wonder how it would feel to have him cut me. Oh, no! That's wrong. Right? I'm not sure. Max said I deserve to be happy, even if I don't agree. But would that make me happy? I don't know. It just sounds disgusting and wrong. But I still feel an incredible desire for it. What the hell is wrong with me? I thought meeting my soulmate would fix my life. But so far I just feel desperate, anxious, and even more unstable than before. This can't be healthy. People always say that love makes you do weird things, though. That's what it is! I'm just in love. What a relief. But still, it's not healthy if I keep going on like this. I need to stop playing around. I can't afford not to be with Max for much longer. Desperate times, as they say. I quickly pull out my phone, searching through my contacts. Mom. I quickly draft up a text. I know she's probably asleep, but I'd like her to see it as soon as she's awake. Mom, I really need your help with something. I think I found the one, and I'm not sure what to do. And send. I'm not sure how much help Mom will be, but she's at least more experienced than I am. Guess I have to go back to the party now. Sarah must be worried, and Natsuki will probably want to talk. If she's still conscious, that is. Yuri! You were pooping forever! Sayori swears over to me, reeking of alcohol. Sayori! Indoor voice! I don't think much of indoor voice. Sayori gasps over dramatically. Private poopies. I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have yelled. Sayori's all over the place. Looks like she's had too much to drink. Hey, it's okay. Just calm down. Do you know where the others are? Man, that's why I hate parties. Like, I like partying with my friends. First and foremost because I'm with my friends. Second of all, we can pick our own music, and nobody will be confused if we like if we like dance and cosplay or something. There's something that I don't think I should talk about it. Anyway, this is absurd. And another reason that I like it is that there are only 2 of my friends that drink. One of them a little too much to my liking and to his liking, but he's working on it. And another that's like 1 glass of wine or something. Good God, I hate alcohol and everything alcohol, and I want to, ugh. I just can't stand it. For various reasons. I've never seen it do any good for anyone. People either become aggressive or extremely depressive, or they get a blackout and then they become aggressive or depressive. Like, people always like, oh, there's like, I've seen this one meme with like DDLC, there's like 2 types of drunk, one that's happy and one that's vomiting. No, there's the one that's vomiting, the one that's happy and then suddenly breaks down crying and bashing his head against the wall. Then there's the other one that's beating the other person to bits for no apparent reason, and the other one who is currently so high on alcohol, he wants to jump off of a bridge. Because he thinks he will survive it. Yes, alcohol is so great. Ugh, I hate alcohol. I'm sorry for that, but like, seriously, I've never seen it do any good for anyone. Wow, you are normal 10 minutes and then you suddenly are everywhere and nowhere and you're hurting yourself or others or both. Isn't that lovely? It's especially bad since like most of my friends also have like so many experiences with like people being alcoholics, and that's being literally being the reason why they went to support group with me. Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, that's why parties with friends are always better, because at least I know they don't drink. Like I said, 2 of them drink, but most of them don't drink. And the one that does tend to drink a bit too much, like, we are in a group there. We are able to support him properly because it's not just full of drunk buffoons. Like, literally, the last few parties I've heard of from that one friend that does, in fact, like, the one that drinks 1 glass of wine, is like, he used to enjoy it a bit more, but like, usually when he goes, like, people get drunk very quickly and then you can't have any meaningful conversations with them anymore either. And there's no particular reason why he would enjoy going to them outside of the fact that he does in fact like trying to speak to women. And like, you can't just approaching a random woman in the street while she's doing her thing. He knows that it sucks, so he will go and see in like a more social setting where it's more expected that you approach someone. The problem, like, with that once again is he isn't drunk and the woman is drunk, or the man. Depends on what he's looking for, or who he finds interesting that night. But when they're like drunk and he isn't, he can't just go and have a night with them then. The person is too drunk to consent. So yeah. Those were stories about parties and alcohol, and why I hate alcohol and why I hate parties. Outside the party, unless the parties are like cellmate, like I said. He's pretty open about being bi, so I feel like unless something is wrong with it, I'll ask him again. I'll cut it out. But yeah. Although he does get someone every now and then. It's just most of the time he doesn't want to do it because they're drunk. And from what I've heard, most of these parties are literally just loud music that, depending on what type of person you are, you're not really into. And then sometimes some type of decorations or colorful things that make me dizzy. And then so there's kind of no point in it for me to go there if it's like an environment I can't stand, especially with the alcohol. Sayori was in place for a few seconds, looking dazed. That is, until she suddenly snaps back to reality. I think Natsuki passed out in the living room. And, Monika's outside with her friends. They played drinking games. They're so good at games. I lost. I stood edging towards the wall, glancing uneasily at the crowd of people around us. But Sayori clings onto my arm before I can say anything. And Nicole and Taylor are hanging out in the kitchen. Amy couldn't come. I think they're bummed about that. I'm bummed out too. I wish Amy was here. She's really funny and I always like talking to her. Okay, why don't we talk to your friend? Why don't we talk to your friends? And Max should be here soon. I feel weak at the knees. Just hearing his name makes me tremble. Damn it, Yuri. Get a hold of yourself. Right, let's just... Sayori just stares at me, her eyes occasionally glancing over. Why don't we go talk to your friends, okay? That way we can all keep an eye on you. Oh, but you are my friend, Yuri. My friend, Yuri. Sayori trips on her own feet, giggling and giddy. I hastily grab her by the shoulders to keep her upright. I'm worried she'll fall on her face if we stand around for much longer. I've heard of another person from a party too, and it's like... There was a purpose of her going to that party. And it didn't work because everyone was drunk too quickly. And then they partied the night, and then there was something important the next day. Because I was back in school, so... And... I remember everyone just looked so tired. I mean, I had a bad night too because I kept waking up because of nightmares. But... Like, it made me aggressive, but then I walked to the school and I was like, God damn, I'm so happy I wasn't like those people that partied throughout the whole night and then towards the night where they planned on doing something very big and grand and setting up an entire place. Holy shit, I feel like that's just stupid at that point. I'm sorry. If it's what you enjoy, but like I don't mind all-nighters. I like have done that before. But like not when there was something, a heavy task I'd have to do the next day and be prepared to prepare a lot of things and lift a lot of things and ugh. I'm worried on her face if we stand around for much longer. Thank you, but we should really sit down. Besides, you have tons of friends, Sayori. Like Nicole and Taylor, right? What's his name, Taylor? So abruptly stops swaying. Taylor has more drinks! Sayori! Great. I follow her into the kitchen where she's begging her friends for more alcohol. Please! No, Jesus, Sayori, your belly's standing. Please! Yuri said I could and she's super smart. I said no such thing. Lying now, Sayori. No. Sorry. Yeah, no you're not. Have you had anything to drink, Yuri? I made some... Oh my god, I forgot how to say those. Mojitos, if you want some. If you want some. What? No fair. No thanks, I'm still underage. Well, so is Sayori and pretty much everyone else here. I don't think I'm ready to cross that line yet. Yuri would be the one to cross that line. She is the one who brought that wine into the club room. You sure? Yes, Taylor, she's sure. Don't pressure her. I didn't mean like that. Jeez. For the record, I think that's admirable, Yuri. Mad respect. I love how one of the reasons I'm underage and not like... Fuck it! I'm sorry, Sayori, you didn't see it, but I just got so pissed at nothing. I just lifted my middle finger and was directly at her, this poor girl. I'm stroking my PC right now. It's far too late at night right now. Luckily, the walls are thick enough so that I don't bother anyone. Except my birds maybe, but I closed the door and everything earlier. Made sure they're covered. So I feel like whatever they may hear of me is probably not much louder than the clock that's already ticking in the room. I'm still wondering if I should keep that. Like, it's very calming. But I don't know if it's that pleasant the whole time. Yuri really is amazing! I feel my cheeks flush slightly. That's... Doorbell! Sayori scrambers up to the entryway. Her friends grin at me, but I shrink under their gaze. I should probably go get her, so... Yeah, someone has to. She was nice. It was nice finally meeting you, Yuri. You too. Well, they seem nice. Sayori stands at the doorway, leading a crowd of people into the house. Monika's friends, I'm guessing. This is her party after all. Monika's just in the backyard. You can leave the drinks with her. Or with me. Sayori! Okay, fine. Give them to Monika. But I'm coming too. Sayori runs off again, leading the guests into the backyard. Sayori, just calm down for a second. Can you get that? Sayori slides the back door shut behind her, and from here I can see her eyeing a fruity bottle of wine. Since when has she been this difficult? She is drunk. I take a deep breath as I face the door, instinctively lowering my gaze. Just welcome the exclusive underage drunks, Yuri. No big deal. You can do this. Monika's in the backyard. Don't give any drinks to Sayori. She's had far too much. Only one person occupies the doorway. He doesn't move, and slowly I raise my head to look at him. Max's face is inches from mine. Immediately, we walk back from each other. Hi. Hey. An awkward silence stretches between us. Open my mouth, and then close it again. I have no idea what to say. My form's starting to itch. You said Sayori's been drinking? I nod shakily. Figures. Is Natsuki here? Yes, she fell asleep a while ago. That's a shame. I was hoping to talk to her about something. Yeah, me too. I was hoping to apologize again, but I feel like she's avoiding me. Hey, don't beat yourself up too hard, okay? She knows you didn't mean anything yesterday. I hope you're right. Whee! Oh boy. Without a word, we trail after Sayori into the kitchen. Lilith, right? Sayori's wearing a giant grin on her face and leaning against... Oh no. Sayori. What do you think you're doing? Max here! He sure is. Why don't you go and snuggle on him instead? Okay! Sayori almost face plants on the floor, but thankfully Max is quick enough to catch her. You know you shouldn't be drinking. I know. I know you hate me for doing this. I never said that. But it's true. No one really likes me. They're all just pretending. I'm just an ugly, annoying girl that no one likes. I've never heard Sayori talk like this before. Her bleak quirks are making everyone uncomfortable. Somehow Max manages to stay calm. You know that's not true, Sayori. You're drunk and letting your emotions get the better of you. Oh, really? Does thinking that make you feel better? Max starts leading Sayori out of the kitchen. Come on, let's get you to bed. Well, bedtime! That'll make everything so much better. I lose track of their conversation as they leave. Max half carrying Sayori up the stairs. I'm glad Max was here. Sayori was too much for me to handle. This was just so unlike her. She was totally fine until Max showed up. And all of a sudden she was upset. All of a sudden she was falling into his arms. She better choose the next actions very carefully. Hello, Yuri. Go away. Lilith eyes me cautiously, and her lips quirk into a mischievous smile. Look, I know you probably don't like me. And what gave you that idea, I wonder? Nick is an ass. He doesn't think before he does anything. He isn't a gentleman. Lilith's eyes follow an invisible path. The one leading to where Max went. My blood begins to boil. What are you getting at, Lilith? I'm sorry, okay, for, I know I've treated you awfully. Understatement. Yeah, I know. I screwed up, okay? Ever since I started hanging out with Nick and Mio. She can't possibly think that I'm going to forgive her. Not after everything. And in all honesty, I know I don't deserve your forgiveness, so I won't even ask. But I want to do better, and now that I have a reason to improve. What are you talking about? There's a pause. She seems to be assessing whether to elaborate. Max. The guy's quite the charmer, isn't he? What of it? Oh, I don't know. Probably gonna ask him out. What? I knew it. You do like him. What just happened? What are you talking about? Come on, your face goes bright red every time he goes near you. It's a little obvious. It's none of your business. Hey, chill. I'm just having a bit of fun. If you want my advice, though, you gotta change up your game. Don't get me wrong, pining from afar is cute and all, but you should probably try talking to him. I've had my gaze staring at the floor. I'm trying. It's not easy. There's alcohol in the fridge. That should help you out. No, thank you. You sure? They call it liquid courage for a reason, you know, to jump down bridges! From upstairs, the sound of Siri's bedroom door closing. Sawyer fell asleep almost instantly. She should be alright now. Wow, you're such a Either of you know where Monika is? It's her party. I should probably say hello. Lilith elbows me, signaling me to say something. Outside, in the backyard. Max nods before heading towards the back door. Hey, you're right. Who needs a drink when you've got moves like that? You really think you'll help me talk to him? You'll be talking the boy's ear off, I promise, or you'll fall right over and be depressed. I need this. I need to talk to him. Even just to apologize for yesterday. Just a bit then. Well, what would you recommend? The backyard is packed with people. Tables have been set up with all sorts of drinking games, and at the center of it all is Monika, filling with waves of people vying for attention. If I wasn't about to do the exact same thing, I'd find them a little pathetic. I wait till the crowd heading straight for her. Monika? She beams as soon as she sees me. Max, you made it! Monika wraps her arms around mine, gluing herself to my side. She gestures to two boys standing nearby. I'd like you to meet Dylan and Josh. Guys, this is Max, the one I've been telling you about. The boys look annoyed, but I'm more concerned with the way Monika got my arm in a vice. I lean close to her ear, whispering, What do you think you're doing? Her grip tightens as she whispers back, Help me! I turn to the boys, the two of them doing their best to look intimidating. Great meeting you and all, but if you don't mind, I need to have a talk with Monika. In private. Sorry, but we saw her first. Jesus, are you 5? Alright, let me put this another way. Piss off. Dylan's jaw clenches as he squares his shoulders. The other guy, however, seems less bold. Dude, maybe we should go. That's the guy who messed up Nick. The first boy turns, ready to snap at his friend before the words sink in. His anger still simmers, but he darts his eyes away. Fine, if you're that desperate to be with Monika. The boys leave in a huff. Monika, finally deciding to say something, looks up at me with a teasing smile lining her face. Oh, Max, you never told me you were desperate. Shut up. Monika giggles, tugging me towards a more secluded area of the backyard. I'm still not sure what she's thinking, but I'm sure it's better than being surrounded by these drunks. Sorry to spring that on you so suddenly, and thanks for stepping in. You should have just told them off. They'll come back as soon as I'm gone. You've clearly never rejected a drunk guy who wants to make out with you. I grinned at her. You're sure about that? Alright, let me rephrase. I really don't want to have a fight with anybody at my own party. Fair enough. What's the party for anyway? Seems a bit excessive. Did I forget to tell you? Sorry, today's my birthday. Oh! Crap, I didn't bring her anything. Well, happy birthday! It's alright, Max, there's no way you could have known. I should have told you. So how old are you now? 19! I'm the oldest in the club! Well, unless you're older. Nope, I'm gonna be 18 for another 8 months or so. Jeez, are you a junior or something? A junior is getting better grades than you. Ha! You wish. Monika pauses for a moment to gaze at the moon and the sky. A comfortable silence passes. Have you seen Natsuki recently? She's here, just asleep. She's kind of a lightweight. I heard she was yelling at one of the guys for stalking at her. Someone stalked her here? I don't know. I think you just happened to take the same route on the way to the party. Why, are you worried about her? I just need to talk to her about something. Nothing major. Okay. Hey, can I ask you something? It may sound a bit weird. That depends on what you're asking. It's nothing bad, just a hypothetical question. Monika plasters on a smile, but I can tell something's weighing on her. Her shoulders are slumped and she can't quite meet my eyes. This could be serious. Alright then, what is it? So, hypothetically, let's say you did something awful. Like, just downright horrific, unforgivable. You betrayed the people who trusted you, and you ruined everything. All for your own selfish reasons. But then, suddenly everything went back to normal, like it never happened. Still did all those awful things, but no one else remembers. Your actions were undone like they never happened. You were given a second chance. Does that make it okay? Is Monika self-aware? It could just maybe be like, they also had like Natsuki's reference was like, she paired up with the main character there to stare at them or something. So they can stare at each other. So it could just be like more of a tease towards that, but actually a bit of a different context. But I just like, it just caught me a bit off guard because I was like, that's basically, no, that's, but nobody remembers, everything went back to normal. Multiple people. But everyone's forgotten that you did all those terrible things. Hypothetically, you mean? Yeah. Monika seems really down. She almost looks guilty. Did this happen in a nightmare or something? Sure. It's normal to have dark dreams, if that's what you're worried about. Like the cold, the void, or when a dark thought pops into your head, maybe telling you to kill someone or to kill yourself. You'd never do it, but it lingers in your mind. Oh, you don't know if you're gonna do it. You can't control your dreams, so what you imagined isn't important. What is important is how it affects you when you're awake. So if you still feel guilty despite it being a dream, I think that guilt alone is enough to prove that you'd never do anything so awful. But Max, I did do those things. I killed them. I made Sayori hang herself. I forced Yuri to tear her own guts out. Did you really forget? Well, you didn't do it because they did it themselves, because you simply amplified it. Did you forget what a horrible person I am? Sorry, I guess I'm still a little erratic. I just really need to talk to you. Technically, I shouldn't even be touching the code, but I need to get this off my chest, you know? Not that I deserve to feel better, but I feel like I should be honest with you. I noticed some scenes had changed, so I may have peeked at the code, but just to see what the future holds. Max, bad things happen. People die. And then Yuri, Sorry, I shouldn't say anything. It's just... I think these things are happening because of me. I can't say for sure, but I think the game might still be broken because of what I did. Some things don't make sense. Have you noticed? Well, it doesn't matter if you haven't. I've only made small changes to the code so far. Not to do anything bad, I promise. Just small adjustments here and there. Sure, sometimes it was for my own benefit, like to get your attention. But I'm stopping all that now. I can't be selfish anymore. So here's what you need to know. A lot of painful moments are going to be inevitable, but you can't stop some of the worst ones from happening. Your choices can all change what's going to happen in the future. Even if it feels pointless in the moment, your choices do matter. You're doing good so far, but you can't relax just yet. It's still possible for everything to go wrong. Oh, one more thing! You'll have to commit to your decisions, Max. Don't waver or try changing your mind. If you cheat or let your saves to make a different choice, this game will act as if you picked the worst possible path. Wait until you find out my dedication to going back at some point. Just deleting the mod and downloading it again. Or just like keeping one of the mods there. Like, I will have to go through my first ending by my own anyway. Because I won't see what the ending holds until I get the ending. Wait a second, I need to bear my headset again. But like, if I want to ever get another ending later on, I'll just delete the mod or see what I can... Or just like... I'm pretty sure... Well, it might mean like you can try to delete the first one or whatever not. But I mean like, if I go into the app data, like... I did that a lot with another mod where I wanted to have a different name for each route. I simply deleted it and everything was forgotten. And I feel like if I'm really desperate, I can just go and delete the portion of the app data. That's why I had to talk to you now, before it's too late. So now you know! Be careful of your choice and don't try to take them back! Or else you might make things worse. That's about it. Unless you wanted to. Sorry. I said I wouldn't be selfish anymore. I know this is meant to be Yuri's story. Just spending time with you might be overstepping my boundaries. Frankly, I'd be lucky if you even forgave me for what I did. I should probably take you back, shouldn't I? Sorry. I'll see you around, Max. I don't know if this is going to impact anything, but I'm not going to say I love you while I'm trying to go for Yuri. Monika's my favorite character, so I'm not going to have to tell her to piss off, but... I mean... I do forgive her. I don't know what to think of the... one-line history. With the... I made your Sayori hang herself. Not directly, but the question is, what perspective is she looking at right now? She amplified it so she is the cause of her actions. She didn't want to admit in Act 3, like, literally, she's like, I might have exacerbated it a little bit, but Sayori was already mentally ill, and even though you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault she killed herself. Like, she was trying to deny it back then, but after what happened with, like, deleting her and stuff, she, like, really came to her senses. It just feel like saying that she made them do it. I know people actually believe that, like, I've seen people be like, she actually made them do it, she physically forced them to, even though that makes no sense with her logic, so... I don't know if this is happening here, because that would be very much wrong. Or if it's, like what I said with, that they are, like, Of course, Monika would just say it now straight up, it's her actions that led to it, so she basically made them do it. I'll need to consider that. But I feel like that will just seal something that I was already planning on from what I had seen. Anyway. I will be nice towards her and thank her, but still not say I love you, Monika, because this is Yuri's story. And I'm going to stick to that. Thank you, Max.